And now I want to tell you a story, another story about a great company. How many people here flew Virgin America to get here to the conference? Exciting. Isn't that a great airline? It's a great airline with a great founder. We're going to hear from their founder today at 3 o'clock. But we want to first tell you the story of Virgin America, their airline right here in the United States. It is the best domestic airline for 5 consecutive years by Travel and Leisure. The billion-dollar airline just launched in 2007, 2,500 employees. You're going to see a story that is so inspiring, so exciting, so transformational for this industry that we're all a part of. Let's take a look inside this incredible new vision for Virgin America.
One thing that we recognized early was that culture is something that the other airlines cannot replicate. What they can't replicate is the friendliness of our people and the culture that has become foundational to Virgin America. People are our business. It is the one thing that makes us a lot different.
Your assistance is requested in enhancing airport security.
And we've been through a very rapid growth phase that's been, challenging. This linear communication that you used to have is no longer valid. How do we interact with our teammates? How do we make them part of the community and part of the conversation? What we found was that Chatter was a solution. 90% of the people that work for our airline never sit down at a desk and never sit down at a PC. The way they communicate is with a mobile phone, with a tablet. When someone is waiting on a crew bus or they're waiting on the train, they know we've got a powerful tool that they can go in and see what's going on in the company. Ultimately, I think Chatter gives us a great opportunity to strengthen the culture. We're going to be able to go out and take a quantum leap in terms of being able to communicate, not only with our teammates, but also how we tailor the experience towards our guests. I would say
Debbie gets, paging, Debbie gets.
Debbie gets again. Debbie gets to the phone. We'll unveil something next year that will blow people away. We'll have a nicer monitor, a bigger monitor, but the key thing is we'll be able to go in and communicate with that monitor. What Chatter will give us is the opportunity to be able to deliver a personalized experience for them that not only is based on what we know, but is also based on what they want us to do on that particular flight. When you sit down at your seat, the screen's going to greet you. It's going to know what you like. It's going to know who you want to talk to. So what it means is when you get on an airplane, it's not 4 or 6 or 8 hours of dead time. It's 4 or 6 or 8 hours of the best time you could possibly have. We're the first airline to really invade this space and to become a social enterprise. Salesforce is going to put us well above where our competitors are. I view it as being the most important internal effort that we have at our company. And we're trying to turn the clock back to where the fun begins when you step into the airport and you get on the airplane and all of the endless possibilities start swirling around in your brain.
A great story, incredible story. And a great example of connecting employees, connecting customers, partners, and products in incredible new ways. And it is really my delight to help illuminate the story and to further inspire you, to introduce to you once again my co-founder, Parker Harris. Parker, welcome to Dreamforce.
All right, thank you, Mark. I absolutely love flying Virgin, and they do an amazing job to make sure I have an incredible experience. And one of the ways they do that is that they're leveraging Chatter to do that. They're leveraging Chatter to collaborate amongst those employees, to figure out how to create that fun experience that you saw in the video. Because Chatter brings social to collaboration, and you know this. We have over 170,000 live networks today. Companies like Dell and Verizon are using it. Many of you are using it. And it's delivering productivity gains, like that 30% reduction in email. And I'd like to take all the credit for how great this product is with all my engineers, but it's actually all of you out there that helped to make it a great product. Just as you saw in the Sales Cloud and the Service Cloud, Chatter is also true to the core. We're listening to you. We need your feedback. Please keep it coming. We've done things like added likes on posts, likes on comments. We've added bookmarks. You wanted to have an Android client. We added that. We had the iPhone client. That wasn't enough. You wanted to have that Android client. We added polls. I'm going to show you that in just a second in the video. But you also asked for us to break down those barriers of collaboration. And that's why we're announcing Salesforce Chatter Communities. You saw communities in the Sales Cloud. You saw it in the Service Cloud. I'm going to show it to you in Chatter, because communities is transformational. We rewrote the product. We rewrote Chatter to make this possible. Really, really important. And we know within these communities, we know that one of the things that drives adoption, because we watch adoption, we care about adoption. We know what drives adoption is the file. And of course, you know this because you also asked for some features in that area. You asked for drag and drop files. You asked for multi-file upload. We gave those to you. But you know what? That was not enough. It wasn't enough. We thought, why is there not a Dropbox for the enterprise running on a trusted platform, running on the Salesforce platform? Well, I'm here today to announce just that. Salesforce Chatterbox. That's right. Sync files across any device. Your iPhone, your Android device, your Mac, your PC, it doesn't matter. It's going to seamlessly sync, and yet it's running on our platform, on that trusted platform. And with that, I want Dan to help me out here. I want to show you some of this technology. It's really incredible. Now here we have Chatter running. It does not look like Chatter. You know why? Because Chatter is a platform. Virgin has taken that platform and they've created their colors here. You see the Virgin America red. You see the Virgin America logo up there. You see some of their apps. They have a route tracker. They have flight tracker. Those apps are in there because it's a platform. Here we have Sherman Brown. He's an operations manager for Virgin America. His job is to create customer success for those guests, as you saw in the video, those people who are flying on those flights. Let's take a look at Sherman's day. Let's go and look at his day by looking at the feed, because Sherman works in the feed. That's where he does his job. We have the photos in the feed, we got videos, but you know what else we have in the feed? Because you asked for it, we have polls. Take a look at this. The employees of Virgin America did a poll. They want to know amongst each other, where do you think we should do the next hub? There's a great hub in here in San Francisco. If it's up to the employees, the next one's going to be in Miami. Pretty cool. But let's keep working through his day. Here we see there's a delay, a flight delay, flight 351. Okay, that's a really big deal. Sherman now has to get to work. He has to get to work because his job is customer success, as we said earlier. Let's click through and let's look at that flight. We can see us going from San Francisco to Boston. Let's see who's on that flight. Now let's click through. We can see the social profiles, actually, of all of these passengers. But you know what? The most important one is that person sitting in first class there, Phil Abbott. Phil, let's take a look at his social profile. Let's actually open it up a little bit more, Dan. Thank you.
I'm going to stay here.
In his social profile, we have everything we need to know about him. We can see that he's got that Elevate Gold status, a very important customer of Virgin America. He flies Virgin a lot. We can also see the flight history. Where has he flown? But because this social profile is open, because it's open, we also see those social networks, the other consumer social networks. We see Twitter, Facebook. Here's something really great that is very important. Heading to Cabo and Virgin America. Excited to celebrate my Sales Club achievement with a few margs. For those of you who don't know what margs are, they're margaritas. He's a salesperson. And you know what? If you're a salesperson in the audience, you know how upset he's going to be when he gets off that plane in San Francisco. He misses the connecting flight. He's going to miss his friends in Cabo. He's going to miss the awards ceremony. Who knows what he's going to miss? Now let's get to work. Sherman's going to get to work, and he's going to deliver incredible customer service through this platform. We're going to create a customized flight map placard. And you know what we're going to do with this? We're going to have an iPad held up by a teammate in San Francisco. That's right. They're going to hold up that iPad. It's going to have his picture on it. That way he knows, hey, it's for me. And it's going to have a little map. And that map is, this is where you need to get to, Phil, to your next flight. Because we are going to make sure you make it to that sales club. So now we have that file created, and it was created right within Chatter. You saw that. We never had to leave, right? Now the file is saved on this computer. Now how are we going to get it to San Francisco? It's a good question. We could email it, but I don't know all the email addresses of all the employees in the San Francisco office, or the San Francisco teammates. I could use Dropbox, but you know what? My company really doesn't trust Dropbox. They wanted that trusted platform. But you know what's great? We can use Chatter, and we don't even have to leave this desktop, because Chatter, Salesforce Chatterbox is right there. There is a folder on this computer, and that folder is backing a Chatter group in the cloud. We're going to drag the file in there. You saw that toaster alert right there. Toaster alert popped up. That file was synced to the cloud. It's gone up to the cloud. Let's go to the cloud, Dan. Let's take a look at Chatter. You can see that Chatter group in the cloud, okay, the San Francisco teammates Chatter group. You can see the file automatically synced. We didn't have to do anything. Now the next thing we need to do, we need to get that file to San Francisco. You know how to do this. Go into Chatter, let's enter the message. San Francisco teammates, you guys need to take care of Phil when he gets off the plane. We need you to hold up this sign. Get him to his next flight. Put the message in. The file, of course, is going with that message. And because of Chatterbox, that message and that file will go together automatically. Now, those San Francisco teammates, they are mobile, as you saw in the video. They're not sitting at a computer, so they're on an iPad. Let's take a look at the iPad. Thank you, Dan. There's that iPad running. The message has come down, but also, because of Chatterbox, we didn't have to do anything. That file is already there. That teammate is ready to go, ready to hold up that iPad. But you might have caught something really cool in that video. I'm going to blow your mind right now, because that teammate has a better idea. That teammate will, of course, hold that iPad up. That teammate will be ready to take care of Phil when he gets off the airplane. But we're also going to send the message electronically to Phil. That's right. We're going to send the message to the cloud, and from the cloud to that airplane in flight. Okay, are you ready? All right, now let's all get on that airplane. Let's take a little flight now. Here we go. Phil's sitting in his seat. He's getting upset. He's not happy. I'm going to miss my flight. And all of a sudden, he sees in his seat back this little message pop up. And he's like, whoa, what just happened, you know? Oh, my gosh. Somebody's talking to me. Who's talking to me? Is it someone on the flight, you know, because Virgin America has that cool chat feature? Could be. Let's open it up and take a look. Who wants to talk to Phil? Phil's agitated. He looks. He's like, oh, my gosh. This is Virgin America. This is Virgin America talking to me. They know who I am. They know I need to get to Cabo. Here's this little sign that they're going to wait for me with my picture. And here's the next gate I have to get to. And he is just blown away. He's blown away. He's sitting there and he's like relaxing. He sees these little Elevate flight miles. See those Elevate flight miles? They're clicking by. Of course, the file was right there. Those Elevate miles are clicking by. He just kicks back and he's thinking about that margarita he's going to have. Those flight miles clicking by. Just unbelievable. And so that's just amazing demonstration. I want to explain to you, it was Salesforce Chatter Communities that broke down that barrier between Sherman and Phil, the employee and the customer. Seamless. And that file traveled everywhere it needed to be, from the person who created it up into the cloud, down to the agent in San Francisco, that teammate. Unbelievable. Salesforce Chatter Communities, incredible, breaking the barriers of collaboration. And Salesforce Chatterbox, you guys are going to love it. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mark.
All right. Hey, great job, Parker. So, is that an incredible demonstration of the future? And I just love the integration, and I just love the incredible technology breakthroughs with Chatterbox and Chatter Communities. Hey, we have David Cush, the CEO of Virgin America, right here. David, welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Hey, David. Wow. Your team has really put together something extraordinary, and I know everyone here has ever been on an airplane and had that anxiety, am I going to make that next flight? To know I'm going to have that certainty that I'm going to be successful is awesome. Can you tell me, what is your vision for the future?
Well, you know, I think we look at social in a couple of ways. And if you look in the past, it's more been around marketing, and it's been around guest care. And I will tell you, a tip of travel, the best way to get a response is through social media, not through a normal consumer relations department. So That's real-time communication. These are real-time problems. They expect real-time solutions. Going forward, of course, we're very interested in what it creates for our teammates. Traditionally, airline communication has been chain of command, very directional, and we're a very egalitarian organization, and we want to create something different there.
Well, we couldn't be more thrilled to have this relationship with Virgin. We can't wait for Richard Branson's keynote this afternoon. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Okay,